Alright everybody, this is a long overdue question and answer. On Thanksgiving Day, I put out the video saying ask your questions in the comment section below and I'll answer them. I intended on answering them like 3-4 days, but I got so busy with shit. Just didn't get around to it, so it's like a week and a half later. God, 2 weeks later. Almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks on Thursday. Finally getting to your questions. Alright. So first we got Barnabas Reynolds. He asked me about a few questions. Probably not going to get to them all. First question he asks is, are you and your militia training for a race war? No. Next question Barnabas Reynolds asks, if Mongo gets corona, do you think his overweight slob body will survive the China virus? No. How many kids do you plan on having with Genos? 5.3. Why'd you stop making food reviews? I don't know. I'm busy doing protest videos. Okay. When did you find out dinosaur bones were a hoax and what other animals are fake? Woolly mammoths are fake. And so is the 1947 aliens, Roswell, New Mexico. That's fake too. Neil Armstrong. He's another fake. Speaking of astronauts that are fake, this new astronaut they got that won the Senate race in Arizona. What's his name? Mark Kelly, I think is his name or something. He's another fake. And so is his wife. But anyway, what's his wife's name? Mark Kelly, the senator, the guy that won the Senate in Arizona. His wife is living proof that a liberal can get shot in the head and still not hit anything vital as far as brains. Anyway, next question. Has your internet celebrity status helped you in any way, and why is Andy jealous of your internet success? Because he's just not doing it right. Alright. What do you think? When do you think the Williams brothers will be out of jail, and are you scared of them getting out of jail? No. Alright. Let's get on to the YouTube questions. First question comes from Polish American Princess. Why do you expect people to believe that you slept with a cheerleader? What makes you think it's believable that a cheerleader was into you? This is high school shit. I banged a cheerleader back in high school. Who cares? You know, I'm 38 years old. We're talking like 20 fucking years ago. Okay? Way before. She's only 18. Polish American's Princesses, I think, is only 18, maybe 19 and a half. This is before she was born. So, to answer your question, Polish American's Princess, I was banging cheerleaders before you were swimming around in your daddy's balls. Next question comes from Polish American Princess. Will you go to downtown Toledo wearing your White Lives Matter shirt and holding your Confederate flag? Name a time and a place. Next question comes from Jacob Hall. Why don't you ever have a girlfriend? I just got out of a 1.5-year relationship. As of like yesterday. Next question. And I don't feel like any different. I don't. I really don't. Next question comes from Pitbull Lover. Do you have life insurance, and have you ever thought about getting it because if BLM ever kills you, the money can go to Andy? It would be loss for BM to kill you. If you get life insurance, they kill you, and the money goes to the conservative beast Andy. I already got life insurance. You think I'm going to go to all these rallies and walk with Antifa and Black Lives Matter without having life insurance? How stupid do you think I am? Next question comes from Fed Smoker Hidden Sight. Who is taller, you or Bozo Aaron Swan? Aaron Swan, I gotta give him credit. He's actually an inch taller than Julian Hundy. Julian Hundy, if you don't know, if you've been watching me for a while on YouTube, Julian Hundy is the 4'7" short-haired bimbo that shows up at our protest screaming, Black Lives Matter! And nobody pays attention to her. Every time she gets on camera or on a stage at the Capitol, she makes herself look like an ass. She was the one that came up on my camera in Flushing, Michigan at a BLM march and called all Trump supporters cocksuckers. Anyway, Erin Swan has got her beat by an inch and a half. Next question comes from Cowboy Dave. Do you think PlayStation is the console for liberals? Yes, undoubtedly. That's why I play Xbox Live. I'm not a liberal. I'm more like a centrist libertarian. I'm not Republican or Democrat. Sick of the two-party system. It's fucking stupid. Next question comes from Matthew Gonzalez. Why is Smokey Dog lazy, and will he ever get a job? After his wife left him, who did his wife leave him for? It wasn't Killer Keemstar, was it? No, it was it wasn't EDP 445. Who the fuck was it? It wasn't me. That's for damn sure. I wouldn't touch her with Kamala Harris's penis. Who was it that Smokey Dog's wife left him for? I can't remember who it was. It was I think it was Charles Wimberly. Art Wimberly or something? I don't know. I don't think he's ever going to get a job. At least Wings of Redemption's trying. I got to give him credit. Next question comes from the Donald. If I lose this election, are you willing to be my running mate in 2024? Yes, absolutely. Next question comes from Positive Vibes. Do you actually believe Trump won the election? And when will you give up the idea that Biden won't be president in January? Yes, he won this election, and Biden will not be president in January. Next question comes from Positive Vibes. You say the Constitution doesn't talk about pandemics and viruses, but it shouldn't surprise you that it doesn't talk about you having property rights either. I also think you benefit strongly from socialized utilities. Also, the government can take your private property because you still aren't sovereign. What? Property tax is illegal. That's why Tennessee doesn't have it. Next question comes from Crackshot. What do you think about the Call of Duty Cold War? I haven't played Call of Duty in a while. But it looks fucking biblical. They're bringing back Nuketown in Call of Duty. I gotta get that game. Next question comes from Pitbull Daddy. What do you think about pit bulls and why do some people hate them? Because of the owner. Just like you can't judge just this Black Lives Matter movement. You can't judge somebody by their skin color. That's the way God created them. Same thing with the pit bull. You can't judge a dog by its breed. That's the way God created them. Right? Blame the owner. Okay? I gotta check my camera. My battery's fucking up. I'm only at 8 minutes? Okay. Alright, next question comes from Take a Snitch 9. What do you think is Andy's favorite food to get food from? McDonald's. He also asked, will Andy ever do a food review? Contact Insomniac03 on YouTube and find out. Next question comes from Duck is a Pedal, Stop Protecting Him. He asked, who gets more women, you or Smokey Dog? Smokey Dog's wife just left him. But I just got out of a 1.5 year relationship. Who gets more women? You should see the women I get. I got this BLM chick right now. I got this BLM chick right now. I got her on strings. I got her on my fingertips. Next question comes from Smoky Dog 777 David Kirk Clips. He asked, who would win in a fight to the death? You or Smoky Dog? What is with all the Smoky Dog questions? Hey, Smoky Dog 777, contact me. All these boxing matches. We got Mike Tyson fighting somebody again. I don't know what it is. We got the Olympics coming back up, 2021, Japan. Japan was talking about it. I think it's coming up in the spring. I say a Smoky Dog versus Raging Rob match. I'm going to be passing through Kentucky next week when I leave for Florida. Smoky Dog 777. As I'm passing through Kentucky next week, on my way to Florida. Hit me up. Next question comes from Pitbull Daddy. Do you think when a pitbull is bad, it's the owner's fault and the pitbull shouldn't be put to death if it mauls a kid because it was the owner's fault? Well, I'm a firm believer in the death penalty. I believe in a death penalty for drunk driving. So you're going to blame the car? I think the car should be destroyed too. If it destroys, if it kills somebody. Same thing with the pit bull. It's the owner's fault, right? It's not the car's fault, it's the owner of the car. The chances are the car is going to get destroyed in a drunk driving accident, right? Next question comes from Handsome Jack the Ripper. Would you gladly fight So Slob if a UVC rematch was held? Well, I'm going to be passing through Tennessee next week as I'm leaving for Florida. Well, he's over by Nashville. I'm going to be going through Chattanooga. That's like 3 hours out of the way. Fuck. Actually, I'll be going through Knoxville as well. If he's willing to go 3 hours east and meet up next week when I drive to Tennessee. Next question comes from Bird Killer. Did you know that So Slob is visiting Florida? Where did you get that idea? Next question comes from Hugh Jacked Man NGDL. Are you joining the WWO Workout World Order? Well, I've had to put my Planet Fitness membership on hold because they require a mask and all this bullshit. I got screamed at for not wearing a mask. So I gave him this. I might not go back to Planet Fitness. There's another club I can join that don't give a fuck, so it's on hold right now, Hugh Jacked. Next question comes from Jen Brown. My question is, why do you have such a hard time reading and speaking? Do you have dyslexia? No. Do I have a hard time reading and speaking? I don't know. I never thought about that. That's a good question. Next question comes from Carlos Esteves. Have you ever smoked anything before? What do you think about vaping and Juuls? Smoking's fucking stupid. I quit smoking when I was 18. After a 7-year battle, I started when I was 11. I haven't smoked a cigarette since I was 18, so we're talking 20 years. I'm 38. I just turned 38 in October. I have smoked marijuana, but I haven't done that since I was 19. I have smoked cigars up until the time I was 25. I snorted cocaine at the age of 20 a couple of times. And when I was 13, I smoked crack. But other than that, I haven't done anything real hard, you know. I take that back. When I was 17, I took an ecstasy pill. And I'm still surviving. And as of last May, I survived COVID-19. So I've had my share of drugs. I think smoking's just fucking stupid. Next question comes from Mr. Tex93. How many stores in Michigan have you walked in without a mask on? A lot. I think the only person that has me beat on walking into stores, I think the only 3 people that have me beat as far as walking in stores in Michigan without a mask on is the Tyranny Response Team here in Michigan. Here in Michigan, we have a team called the Tyranny Response Team. Look these guys up, and girl. 2 guys, 1 girl. I think they're the only ones that have me beat as far as walking into places without a mask on. Tyranny Response Team. I ain't gonna say their names. Look them up. Next question comes from Shore Yukon. I think I know who that person is. I never figured out who the Shore Yukon person was, but I think I may have figured out who this person is. I'm about 75% sure who this person is. I asked them who they were. It's obviously somebody that seen me in person at a few protests and rallies. I have my suspicions about this person, Shore Yukon. They keep showing up in my comment section. I'm about 80% sure who this person is, but I can't confirm. Anyway, their question: what outrageous conspiracy theory do you think might actually seem like a logical argument? The election was stolen from Donald Trump. Next question he asked, or she asked, whoever: if you were suddenly arrested for no reason and your face was flashed all over the news, what would your family and friends assume that you did? Went into a grocery store without a mask on. And finally, Gretna has tossed you into an insane asylum. Gretna who? What do you tell the people there to prove to them that you don't belong inside where she does? Anyway, more wildlife videos, please. Gretna? You talking about Greta Thunberg? The little 16-year-old who's smarter than Bill Gates with the climate change? She solved climate change's problem. Gotta give her credit. Her or Gretna, the one reporter? They're both insane. I don't know. I would probably escape the insane asylum and survive COVID-19 again. Next question comes from Lon JP, the King. Question WO. Why did Nitro Junkie flee the country over some jokes in his comments? How did he flee the country with all the restrictions? Well, North Korea's open, so I don't know. North Korea is like the only country that doesn't have COVID-19. They know what they're doing. I'll give them credit. Why did he flee the country? You have to ask him. He was just in my comment section in my last video. On my last channel, a few minutes ago. He said something nasty. I didn't catch it. Next question comes from Sergeant Mike Byron. How did a goat and a papaya test positive for COVID-19? They didn't. It's fake news. They had a couple of cheetahs in Brazil test positive for COVID-19. COVID-19 is a sick drug. It's sick. But do you know the only good thing about COVID-19? It's sad that Rudy Giuliani caught COVID-19. He could have exposed anybody in that room last Wednesday. Last Wednesday, when Rudy Giuliani was at the Michigan House, and now he's positive for COVID-19, you know, that's horrible. That anybody could catch COVID-19. And they say anybody who was in that building probably has it now. But the only good thing about the only good thing about that though? The only good thing that can come out of that is Cynthia Johnson might have COVID-19. Anyway, that's the question and answer video for December 8th, 2020. That is the last question and answer video of 2020, this fucked up year. Hopefully 2021's better, huh? Alright, I'm out.